I want you to imagine an 11-year-old child walking around a busy city all by themselves. It sounds insane, right? Well, that's the reality of kids being on social media where strangers have full access to them. The purpose of my speech today is to explain to you why we need to keep kids off social media until they are old enough to truly understand what it means to be on social media and the risks that it poses. I'm credible to speak on this today because of the extensive research that I've done, as well as my own firsthand experiences with kids being on social media. The three main things that I want to touch on today are how dangerous social media is to a child's safety, their mental health, and their development. I want to begin with my first point, which is the risk that social media poses to a child's safety. Adults can easily contact minors on social media. Research reported on by Claire Duffy in 2026 explains that even though social media platforms say that they have defenses in place to prevent adult accounts from contacting minor accounts, most of the time it doesn't actually work, and adults are easily able to contact minors. I also have a chart that I would like to show you showing these statistics. This is the chart. The chart shows that most social media platforms do in fact fail, and that it's just not enough to keep our children safe from social media. Social media, particularly TikTok, has also been shown to show inappropriate content to minors. This was research reported on by Cyrus Moulton in 2026, which a parent said that their child was repeatedly shown pro-anorexia content, as well as content on how to hide food and how to self-harm, which are things that the platform claims that they report and try not to push out. However, it's showing up on minors' pages. Social media is also a place where cyberbullying can run rampant. It's very easy to do the cyberbullying or also become a victim of cyberbullying, and many kids do not understand the impact that what they're doing has on another peer or classmate. Moving on to my next point, I would like to talk about the risks of mental health in kids with social media. Tariq Marcy-Zada and others in 2025 released research showing media causes addictive behaviors and also attention deficit disorders. The same article, also by Tariq Marcy-Zada in 2025, also showed that because of unrealistic expectations shown on social media, such as crazy busy or crazily exciting lifestyles, causing depression in younger kids because they don't understand that that's not what real life looks like. Unrealistic expectations like that also translate to people's bodies. A certain type of body type is always shown on social media, and it's often praised and promoted. This can create a lack of confidence or anxiety and body image issues in young kids because they're young, they're not fully done developing, so they have yet to really know what they're going to look like or what a normal body is. Moving on to my last point, I would like to talk about how it can affect kids' development. Sydney Berlew in 2026 released new research that finds kids who use social media all day have issues with processing and pronouncing words, mostly due to the amount of content that they consume. It's very hard to grasp onto content when you continuously have new content entering and exiting your brain. Social media has also caused shorter attention spans in kids, meaning that watching things like shows and movies can feel super long and not enjoyable for them. But more importantly, it shows in school when teachers are trying to teach or trying to teach them a new skill, and kids cannot pay attention for long enough to actually grasp what's going on. It also causes many kids to scroll all through the night because they have yet to understand that sleep is extremely important. So because of this, they then go to school the next day and can't grasp the content, meaning that they get lower scores and often fall behind in school. Before I end my speech, I would like to say thank you all for listening, and I hope that my speech today has shown why social media is so dangerous for kids' safety, mental health, and their development. I also hope that I've shown parents out there why it is so important to keep your kids off of social media until they are old enough to understand what it means and the responsibility that comes with it. I also hope that I've inspired policymakers to raise the age restrictions on many platforms so that way we can keep our youth safe from the dangers of social media.